Hello, guys and gals. Um, oh, this is part two of we're covering every single Pokemon in Sword and Shield. We will probably not be covering any of the previous gen, but we will be covering the Galarian forms of that are in the game. A lot of past gen will be in here too, like Vulpix and stuff that don't really have new content. We will basically be focusing on just the new Pokemon, and I believe that there are 81 of those. Now, what we will now again, there will be spoilers here if you don't want to know what all the Pokemon are, and I'm trying to find facts, interesting facts about each of these. And we left off with Toxel, and Toxel, you might think, well, it looks kind of like a dragon. I mean, I'm going to admit that at first I thought it was a dragon type, but as you can see, it is an electric poison type. And you can get one of these for free. I don't exactly remember where, but in one of the walkthroughs I watched, the person basically got for free just by talking to somebody. He said, "Oh, hey, there's that Pokemon." He talked to, "Oh, hey, you want it?" And then they gave it to him. But anyways, um, so yeah, it pays to talk to the NPCs. I think it was in the Wildlands, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, it probably says somewhere. Anyways, Toxel is really cute. And oh, the gender ratio is 50-50. Okay. Okay. Now, okay, we'll talk about that later. Up next, we have this is Toxtricity, which is which is definitely an electric type. The Pokedex entry is that it strums its chest plates to make like a guitar, and it charges electricity that way, which I think is really a brilliant mechanic. And yeah, this is really a gorgeous Pokemon. Oh, especially the shiny version. But yeah, you can also catch Toxel at least in the Wildlands. I don't exactly remember where, but I know that I've seen him there. Um, I believe, anyways. There's also a blue form. Let's see if I can click on that. I can't. It says low key form, which is blue instead of, please hold, yellow. And I think that's a water poison type or something. I don't remember. So, yeah. Next we have Sizzlipede. And Sizzlipede is basically, I want to say it's a millipede as opposed to a centipede, but I don't know. It could basically be either. And it is a fire bug type. Let me get a close up of that. Yeah, fire bug. And it evolves into something that looks truly amazing. And I personally really like this one. Grant, I don't remember where you get it or anything like that. I think that one was a trade. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Anyways, we're gonna go to I don't even remember what it's called. Yeah, I wrote it in my stuff, don't I? Anyways, Centiscorch. So it's basically based off of a centipede, after all. And it actually has a Gigantamax form, I believe, because the fire trainer Kabu, has it as his final Pokemon, and that he Gigantamaxes it, and it has all these really neat attacks. And yeah, as you can see, it has like little fiery things above its eyes and fiery things around its tail. It's really a beautifully made Pokemon. It's got a really beautiful design, and the bug fire type is really comes in handy. And a must for any team. Uh, Clobopus. I don't think I've ever heard of Clobopus, to be honest. Clobopus looks like it's based off an octopus, but clobber as in it fights. So it is a fighting type. Now that's funny because it looks like a wait a minute. Yeah, it's just a fighting type. That's funny because it looks like it would be a water type, but I think that's kind of cool. It also has a cute little mask. Yeah, I like it. I've never heard of it before, but I like it. None of the people that in the walkthroughs I found have found this one yet. Grapple locked. So it is based off an octopus and a grappler, which is another name for a fighter, a grappler. And it is a pure fighting type. That is really, really neat. I don't really know what to say about this because I don't really know much about it, but it does look pretty nice. I do like the way they designed that. Okay, next we have Sinisty, which is basically a possessed teacup. That's always fun, when your teacup comes alive and has some kind of ghostly essence in it. That just really makes your day. Nothing like a nice cup of, ghost tea. Or golden flower tea if you're like into Undertale. Anyways, it's like Chip from Beauty and the Beast or something. Anyways, but in all seriousness, this is really a good Pokemon. I mean, it is a pure ghost type, which is always helpful. And we're going to move on to Poltegeist, as in teapot. And the Brits like their tea, So this is a possessed teapot. Instead of just having the cup possessed, now you have the teacup possessed, which is reassuring. It's got a big old hole in it though, so you'd think all the tea would fall out. I don't know. Plus, it looks like it's got cracks in it. I really like this design. I think it's It's got ingenuity behind it. I really like it. Let's move on to Hatena. There we go. Hatena is basically, I believe it's a psychic type. Yeah, it's a pure psychic type. Let me zoom in. Yep, psychic, pure psychic. And it's, from what I've seen, it's pretty powerful. I'm sure there's probably some more powerful Pokemon out there, but this is a 3-stage. This has 3 stages of evolution. The second being Hatrim. Wait a minute. Let me just zoom in better. Yeah, Hatrim. And that's kind of cute too, because the hair braids become the feet. That's kind of cute. It also is a pure psychic type, and I don't think I've ever seen this final evolution yet, because the playthroughs I see are only halfway done. Interesting. Yeah, this is Hatterene. There's Hatteram and then Hatterene. Okay, Hatterene. And this becomes a psychic fairy type. Oh, well, that's nice. Anyways, I like the color scheme of this. I know the colors are kind of washed out on this screen, but I really like the colors. The colors, dude, the colors. Anyways, let's move on. Impidimp. Impidimp was introduced during a 24-hour live stream that they did of one of the areas in game. And basically the only thing they revealed was Impidimp and Galarian Ponyta or something. But anyways, I thought it was still a brilliant idea that they did it, even if not everybody sat through all 24 hours of this live stream. I didn't sit through any of it, actually. But I still thought that was a good way to introduce Pokemon. Impidimp looks like he has a blue tongue, which is neither here nor there. And the name seems to imply that he's an imp, as in playful imps, mischievous spirits, that kind of thing. Anyways, let's go on to Morgrem, who is basically more of a gremlin, because more gremlin. Grim is in the name, so I guess that means he's a gremlin. And he is a dark fairy. So is Impidimp. But Dark Fairy type sounds like that would be really formidable. Let's move up to his final evolution. Ooh, wow. Um, Grimmsnarl. Wow. Excuse me. Choked on my own saliva there. That was fun. Anyways, oh wow, I like the shiny version of that. But Grimmsnarl, that is actually really cool. Yep, I like that. Grimmsnarl. He is found in well, where you find Galarian Ponyta in Shield. I'm in Sword. I'm not exactly sure what drops there, but you find him in basically the forest with all the mushrooms. You touch the mushrooms, and then that gets the gremlins going or something. Okay, now Obstagoon. Now it has been confirmed that Obstagoon is based off of Kiss. Actually, the entire Galarian Zigzagoon line is based off of Kiss in one way or another. They usually have their tongue hanging out, and stuff like that. And they Obstagoon as in obstructing, and he's like a goon. He is the preferred Pokemon for Team Yell because they're like rebels and stuff. But yeah, Obstagoon looks amazing. Wow. I'm gonna see if I can pull up. Yes, I can. We're gonna look at this is wait. Oh, here we go. There. That is the Galarian Linoon. As you can see, it's got the stars around the eyes, kind of like how Kiss does, and the tongue with that lolls out. And we're going to look at let me go back. Let me go back. Here we go. And here we have there. That's its Galarian form right there. Again, the stars around the eyes, the black and white coloration. Definitely dedicated to Kiss, which is really kind of nice that Nintendo did that. Or Game Freak, or, whoever idea it was a good one. It was a good idea. Now, let's see. Is this still... okay, there's Obstagoon. Okay, we are going to move on to the next one. Since we covered Obstagoon. Okay, now we have Berserker. And this is actually a... instead of evolving into Persian, Meowth evolves into Berserker, which is a steel type, which kind of makes sense, I guess. Perr, Berserker, yeah. And we are going to, that shiny form's kind of cool, too. Apparently, oh yeah. There. We are going to look at the new Meowth. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out, make this. And regular Meowth is in game. You get him as a mystery gift or something. Here, let me zoom in and see if I can navigate the site back. There we go. Yeah. No, that's the wrong one. Okay. Yeah, here we are. Yeah. This is Meowth. Or what happened to Meowth. And some people like this, some people don't. It looks rather strange compared to the streamlined, other forms. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. Let me get back. Yeah. Is this... Nope. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Make sure that I was still on the right. I have no idea what this is. Oh, that's Corsola. Galarian Corsola. I have no clue. I don't know of anyone that's actually encountered this yet. I'm sure people have, but in the three walkthrough, the three playthroughs I've been watching, none of them have encountered Corsola yet. But it looks really cool. Yep, it looks really cool. I like Corsola. Now, Sirfetch'd is exclusive to Pokemon Sword, obviously, because he's holding a sword. And what's cool is or some people's bane is that to evolve a Farfetch'd into Sirfetch'd, I'm not going to give the exact way of how you do it, but it's really unique. And probably something that you won't know unless you look it up. It's kind of neat how some of the Pokemon evolve in this game. Anyways, and see, as you can see, okay, it's hard to tell. There, okay. As you can see, he cut off the top of his leek and it's his shield, and then he cut it at an angle, so the rest of the leek is his sword. So he has like a sword and a shield, which probably make more sense if he was in both sword and shield. I mean, come on, Game Freak. I mean, he has a sword and a shield. But anyways, it's still cool. He's also really pretty powerful, even if the way you evolve him is kind of strange. Okay, and here we have Mr. Rhyme, which I believe is an evolution of Mr. Mime. And he is a nice psychic type. Again, I don't know anything about him, but I just wanted to... He's kind of neat. I've always kind of liked Mr. Mime. But Mime Jr. isn't in this one. I don't know if any baby Pokemon are besides Toxel. Oh, here. Let's talk about Runerigus. Runerigus is actually an evolution of Yanma. And I mean Yamask. Hold up, let me pull up Yamask. Here we are. Galarian Yamask. Please hold. There we go. Here. Galarian Yamask is instead of possessing a mask like the Kanto, I'm not exactly what fifth gen. Instead of the 5th gen Pokemon, it possessed a Runestone. Now, this also has a really weird evolution that you never figure out unless you look it up. But anyways, let's go back to Runerigus. Oh. Come on. I hit it. Why didn't it work? There. Technical difficulties. Okay. And this is like it possessed a painting, and the painting came to life. And if you notice, it's like a dragon, which is kind of really, really cool. Let me see if I can... And it's powerful, too. It is a ground ghost type, which comes in handy. Next up is Milcery. Which is cute. It's like a cream puff. I believe it evolves into Alchemy. Now Alchemy is kind of neat, and I'm going to zoom in because it has a really neat Gigantamax form. But Alchemy is basically some kind of cream Pokemon. I guess it's edible or something. Which is kind of strange, but not unheard of, I guess. I mean, people eat Magikarp or something. Here. That's its Gigantamax form. It evolves into a wedding cake. It's kind of neat. Transforms. But oh wow, it looks like there's all kinds of different alchemy here, all kinds of different flavors or something. That is really interesting. I'll have to look into that further. Let's talk about phalanx. I saw phalanx, well, via a playthrough. I was watching somebody else's playthrough. But phalanx is actually 5 or 6 different Pokemon, but they're all marching in file, and so they look like a caterpillar. It's kind of neat, really. It is a fighting type, pure fighting, which I think is kind of strange considering it looks like they're wearing armor. Pin Pincurchin. Pincurchin. It. I don't believe this thing evolves. I believe that it is basically it's a standalone Pokemon. It's like Peaky um you know the sea urchin Pokemon looks like the kitty Piyuki Miki or Payuku Muku, something like that. You know what I'm talking about, or not? I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna move on. Uh, my cord keeps coming unplugged. Snom. Okay, I have seen Snom. Snom is on the way to the sixth gym, I believe. Snom is a ice and bug type. That's neat. And it evolves into. I'm pretty sure it evolves into this, anyways. Yeah, Frostmoth. Frostmoth. Ooh, it looks a little bit like a manta ray, but I know it's a moth. Yeah, but the big flappy wings remind me of a manta ray. Really pretty, and I think that probably shows great potential. Up next, we have Stone Joiner, and the Rock Gym has one of these. I believe his name is I don't remember, like Monty or something. Anyways, or Morty? I don't even remember, and I just watched that playthrough. Um, Stone Joiner. It's like a Stonehenge Pokemon. It is rock type, obviously. I don't really know what to say about that, but it's really kind of neat. Okay, now we have Ice Cube, which is basically a penguin with an ice cube on its head, which is kind of cute, you know. It it is a pure ice type, obviously. So it's like the penguin. It's like a penguin for Gen 8, which is kind of cool. Now we have Indeedee. Wait, Indeedee. And it is a psychic normal type. Normal psychic. And it looks like the male and female have different versions. As you can see, the ears are up on the male and the ears are down on the female or something. And a different body shape. That's kind of a neat little feature right there. And this is a psychic normal, so that's kind of an interesting combination. Now we're going to talk about more Pecco. Marnie, one of the trainers named Marnie, has one of these, and I don't know exactly where you can catch these, or because I don't think that I've ever actually seen one of these in any of the playthroughs I've seen. Let's see, but more Pecco. Now, what's neat about this is what's every round it's a different form. There's a full belly form, which is that form, and then there's the hangry form, which is that. And it changes type every round then. So electric one type, then dark, then electric, then dark. So it's really kind of a unique Pokemon to get to learn to use. I don't believe it evolves, but let's see. It might. Oh, oh, this is the elephant that you see in the intro. Its name is Qfont. And it is a steel type. Wow. Steel elephant. So it's basically like Donphan or Gen 8 Donphan. And it evolves into Kaparaja, which is a huge mammoth, as you can see. And it's really colorful. I love how colorful it is. Because it's such a colorful Pokemon. I believe that Chairman Rose has one of these. Okay, this is a fossil Pokemon. This is Dracozolt, which I think looks a little strange, and that's basically consensus. But it's kind of it's got a really big body, but a really tiny head. I don't know. Oh, anyways, it is a rock dragon type, so it sounds like that'd be helpful to have a rock dragon type. We are getting up on the 30-minute mark, so I will be shutting this video down in about 3 minutes after we go over these dragon types. There's Arctozolt, which is a rock, no, an electric ice. Oh, I think. Electric ice dragon. Wow. I mean, it's not exactly a dragon, it's electric ice type. But I believe that's a fossil as well. There are 4 fossil Pokemon in game, and we are going to go over those just real quick, and then I'm probably going to call it quits. Next is Dracovish, which is a water dragon type. That looks really interesting. I like the colors though. And lastly, we have Arctovish, which is a water ice type, which I think is really interesting as well. And now we have Duraludon, which is, I believe, a steel dragon. Yeah, steel dragon type. I don't know anything about this, just that Raihan uses one in the trailer. I mean, the intro that you see when you start a new game. Raihan has one when he versus Leon. But it looks really neat. Let me zoom in on that a little bit. Some people have said it looks a little bit like an inhaler or something, but yeah. And it does kind of. Like an inhaler with legs and arms. But yeah, it's a dragon type. And we have Dreepy, which is a ghost dragon. Which is a ghost dragon. And I saw one of these and it was so cute. I believe it has a very rare 2% drop rate, so it's going to be really, really hard to find, but it is a pseudo-legendary, similar to Dino. The Dino line in Gen 5. We are going to go over that, and my voice is starting to fail me, and I apologize. Let me see. Dreppy evolves into Dracloak. Yeah. Dracloak. which is really cute. It still is a dragon ghost. It is adorable and very powerful if you can find it. And that evolves into Dragapult, which is still a dragon ghost, a ghost dragon. And with that, well, I guess that we have a little time. We will go over Zacian. Zacian is exclusive to Pokemon Sword. The legendary, the mascot for Pokemon Sword. You meet Zacian in the Slumbering Weald, but he doesn't have his sword. Up next, we have Zamazenta, who is the the face of Pokemon Shield. It wields a shield instead of a sword. You only encounter it in Pokemon Shield. It is one of the legendaries. I think there's only 3 legendaries in the game. And lastly, we have Eternius. Oh, Eternatus, which is also a poison. Oh, that's a poison dragon. It looks really, really cool, like something out of the Alien franchise. Where you get it, I don't know. I've never actually seen it before. But that'll about do it. Appreciate everybody watching. That should cover all the new Pokemon in Pokemon Sword and Shield. If you like this content, make sure you like, subscribe, donate, comment. I always love getting comments. Appreciate all the support. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great day.